David R. Guttery is an investment advisory representative of Emeritus Investment Corporation and president of Keystone Financial Group in Trussville, Alabama. Please stay tuned through the end of the video for additional important disclosure information.
Hello everyone, I'm Brannon Dawkins with Tribune Digital Media, and I'm here today with David Guttery, president of Keystone Financial Group in Trussville, for a discussion about how the life lessons of sports can be applied to objective-driven investing. David, thanks for being with us today. You've coached basketball for 15 years, and so you're suggesting that that parallels exist between playing basketball and successful objective-driven investing. I'm sure our viewers would love to hear your thoughts on this.
That's true. I have coached and played this game on some level for 40 years, and I've come to appreciate the life lessons that are to be learned from not just playing basketball, but any sport. Now, this will be the first of a 4-part series over the coming months where we will explore the 4 tenets that govern every team that I coach. First, you will play like you practice. Second, if you're gonna do it, do it. Third, if it is to be, it is up to me. And finally, we will conclude with pearls of great price aren't to be had for the asking.
Okay, this sounds intriguing. I think I see where you might be going with this series. Let's talk about the first tenet then. You play like you practice.
This is probably the most important standard of excellence for which any of my teams strive. Said another way, outwork yesterday. Outwork your opponent. The effort that you put into the court when it counts is a direct function of the effort that you put into practicing for that moment. I've told my players, no team has ever accidentally won a game. Nothing good ever happens by accident. You work to put yourself in a position to achieve greatness. It's methodical, it's intentional, it's structured, it's planned. It is driven by a will to succeed and a refusal to accept anything less than the highest standard that you can set for yourself. If you approach practice with a half-hearted effort, then you will achieve mediocre results. Investing is no different. No one ever accomplished a retirement goal by accident. You envision a 40-year retirement plan. Well, you're not going to achieve that goal in 1 year, so you break it down into manageable, quarterly, attainable goals. Just like we break our season schedule into multiples of 4 quarters, and the goal becomes to win each quarter by 2 points. Then it's structured. You commit to a certain dollar amount every month into your 401k. Methodically, you make that investment every month without fail. You intentionally work with your advisor to remain abreast of economic trends and market factors and proactively manage the account rather than just making reactive adjustments. You're driven by the will to be independent one day and on your terms, with the financial freedom for which you have fought over your working life. It requires a great deal of sweat, effort, mental toughness, and sacrifice. Achieving long-term goals is a proactive process. These championship trophies represent moments in time when nets were cut down and we achieved the goals. What you need to realize is that these championship moments in time are merely the culmination of hundreds of minutes of practicing like we wanted to play over the previous 4 months.
Well, that's a great analogy. Winning championships is much like accomplishing investment objectives. Neither happens accidentally, and both require an intentional and deliberate approach.
Exactly. Every year, every month, every week, every day, the objective is to simply push the bar higher, just a bit than the day before. Outwork yesterday. Outwork the opponents of apathy, lethargy, skepticism, fear, greed, and sensationalism. Athletes condition their bodies in the gym. Investors should condition their minds by being involved, learning, engaging with their advisors. You will play like you practice. How are you practicing? Are you deliberately, methodically, and intentionally outworking yesterday in an effort to win a championship? In this analogy, I see myself as my client's coach, and our goal is to cut down a retirement net one day. If you're not on a team, then give us a call and let's start working toward your championship.
Well, David, as always, thanks for joining us. For additional information, David may be reached through the means listed upon the following screen. And for the Trustful Tribune, I'm Brannon Dawkins.
David R. Guttery independently offers securities and investment advisory services through Ameritas Investment Corporation, member FINRA and SIPC. AIC and Keystone Financial Group are not affiliated. Additional products and services may be available through David R. Guttery or Keystone Financial Group that are not offered through AIC. Some of the products and concepts discussed have their own cost and are subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. These costs and risk will be thoroughly discussed with you prior to any recommendation or solicitation. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Information provided is gathered from sources believed to be reliable. However, we cannot guarantee their accuracy.